Radical.
Welcome to part 2 of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for October 17th through October 23rd, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. OJBs. Great advice. I'm going to go out and make a YouTube video right now and put as much copyright material as possible in it, and wait for a copyright strike so I can make a crying video and cash in on it and then pay the copyright holder their fee and keep the rest of the megabucks. Yay! So how much was it that guy wanted from Lady Decade? Was it 400, 500, 600, something like that, right? And how much is it that she and her husband makes from donations on YouTube? You know, I'm wagering a guess that probably she brings in more in donations with her husband on YouTube. Does she have a P.O. box also? I don't know. Donations that she could cover that, right? I mean, if you're going to be the kind of person that is going to use the material of other people without checking for said people and their permission, then you're probably the kind of person that can cover the expense and cost if you get a copyright strike from that individual. But you're right, it's good business. You know, she made an upload, she got lots of donations, she even showed pictures of her little ones and everything. So it's good business, and there's a lot of stupid people out there that will donate to people like Lady Decade in those instances. Maybe because they don't want her to sell off her precious video game she has in the background. I'm sure there's a video game store right near Lady Decade, so she could actually just take some of those old Sega classics, those classic Sega games on the Master System, put them on that counter, and tell them I need money to pay off a copyright fee. Arioka. As far as I know, 4K TVs no longer support VGA output. You'd have to look for either 1080p or 720p TVs. Samsung has very good models, or older computer monitors, LCD or CRT, that used to have that type of video connector also. Well, I found an adapter, which is a VGA to HDMI adapter, and it works pretty well. The problem with that TV is it's not a TV, it's a monitor. And when I picked it up, I wasn't thinking in the moment. I mean, I got a good deal on it. I paid $20 for it, and that's not a bad deal for any kind of monitor. But, you know, I'd have to find an audio solution. I'd have to hook that monitor up to, I'd have to take the Xbox, the optical out of the Xbox. This is going to get in depth for Radical Rapid Fire. But yeah, you are right on that. For the best connection, that's what I'd have to find there. Fleshy. Hope his wife leaves him. This was left on, I think, My Phoenix Resale is a Weasel upload, right? And I don't agree. Like, I don't hope that Phoenix Resale's wife leaves him. Not unless he is treating her poorly, or maybe the game collecting stuff has taken all attention away from her. Now, if that's an instance, yeah, then in that instance, I would hope that she leaves him and finds herself a better man. But if he's treating her well and the marriage is going well, then no, I don't share that. I don't hope that Phoenix Resale's wife leaves him. Restrise 97. Any thoughts about the Magic's #1 pick in Paolo Banchero? 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. First 25-5-5 debut since LeBron James. Does the Magic have a superstar in the making? I have not paid attention to the Magic, but maybe I need to pay attention to the Magic there, Restrise 97. The Magic just beat the Warriors by 1 point, but that's not impressive. The Warriors have that championship hangover worse than the Rams. Maybe not as bad as the Rams, but it's pretty bad. Were they like 3-7 now? They need to get their shit together. I think Clay is kind of rusty. I think the whole team's kind of rusty. That championship hangover is actually a thing. Now maybe things will be fine, and towards the middle of the season they'll get it back together. But the Magic, they beat the Warriors. I think they beat Luka and the Mavs. You need to pay attention to this Warriors team. You need to pay attention to this Magic team. And I know there's one person that comes here that's a big fan of the Magic. I forget what commenter it was, but yeah. It could be the Magic's time in a couple of years to be a contender. Dumaz. I subbed Angry Joe long ago for the purpose of a super long Angry Reviews with the costumes and goofy acting bits and then whatnot. However, lately I switched over to a ton of gaming news regurgitation, movie, TV show, game reviews, and just sitting there, turn the camera on, and talk about things. I think a lot of people that used to go to Angry Joe's channel share the same thoughts. Now, the thing about Angry Joe is, to me, he's very, very annoying, and of course, I don't like his e-begging, right? I've talked about how I feel about Angry Joe in the past, but I think the one thing a lot of people could point to is the fact that, especially for the time, especially his, I think, Skyrim upload, he had some very good quality angry reviews. That was the cream of the channel. That was the cream of the crop on the channel. But slowly, what happened was he went over to movie reviews and then just having reactions to things, angry reaction, angry reviews. And there's a lot of fans that actually were like, hey, you know what? We don't like a lot of this other stuff. How about you take this other stuff and put it on another channel?